African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Ogrentoy, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command in combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation as of April 30th, 2025. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces inflicted damage on concentrations of manpower and equipment of 4 mechanized infantry, 2 airborne assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the populated areas of Miropolskoye, Prokhody, Mogritsa, Yunakovka, Sadki, and Ryasnoye in Sumy Oblast that the Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 155 servicemen, 3 combat armored vehicles, 9 cars, a Croatian-made RAK-SA-12 multiple launch rocket system, and 7 artillery pieces, including a US-made 105 mm M119 gun. An electronic warfare station and an ammunition depot were destroyed. As a result of active offensive actions, units of the West Military Group liberated the settlement of Novoye in the Donetsk People's Republic. Formations of 2 mechanized, tank, and assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and 2 territorial defense brigades were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Yureknia, Kupiansk, Kupiansk-Zlovaya, Osinovo, Nechvolodovka, Kamenka in the Kharkov region, and Kirovsk in the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost over 220 servicemen, 2 combat armored vehicles, 10 cars, and 5 Western-made field artillery guns. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces improved their tactical position. They defeated the formations of the heavy mechanized infantry brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the Special Forces Brigade, and the National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Novaya Poltavka, Novoekonomichesko, Krasnoarmeysk, Ulyanovka, Yablanovka, Vladimirovka, and Oktyabrskoye of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 525 servicemen, 5 armored combat vehicles, 10 cars, and 7 artillery pieces. Units of the East Group of Forces continued their offensive deep into the enemy's defenses. They defeated the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, assault, and airmobile brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Podobnoye, Zelenopol, Bogodar, Komar, Otradnoye, and Volnoye Pole of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 175 servicemen, 17 vehicles, and 2 field artillery pieces. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces defeated formations of the Mountain Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Pavlovka in the Zaporizhia region, Tokarevka, and Sadovo in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 85 servicemen, a tank, 5 vehicles, and a field artillery gun. An ammunition depot was destroyed. The Operational Tactical Aviation, attack unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation have hit enterprises of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, ammunition depots, as well as temporary deployment points of Ukrainian armed formations and foreign mercenaries in 156 districts. Air defense systems destroyed 4 JDAM-guided aerial bombs and a HIMARS multiple launch rocket system rocket produced in the United States, as well as 125 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 662 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 54,493 unmanned aerial vehicles, 605 anti-aircraft missile systems, 23,094 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,554 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 24,263 field artillery pieces and mortars, 34,773 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.